Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Milroe. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Milroe from the gun. That one is caught. Bolton has it. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball on the 45. 1st and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready.
Handoff running left. Walker still has some space inside the 35. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Play action. Hurts has it. Cut out left. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Hurts now from the gun. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
On third down, it's Hurts. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just two possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. From the gun, Milroe. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Come on.
Milroe throwing on third down. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And this is going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this first and 10. Drive begins with a walker run. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Tight end going in motion here. To throw, here's Milroe. Complete, it's Horton. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Milroe looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I love that. I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Milroe to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks break the tie here in the 1st. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles trim the lead to 1. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
From the pistol, give here to Walker. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Throwing here, Milroe. Forced out to his right. Into the hands of Jordan Watkins. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Third down, Eagles opting to go with a dime here. Throwing now, Milroe. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. That one gains 7. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
On the draw, it's Walker. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up second down.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
They break the huddle. It's second down now.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on target, Watkins. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Fits it through the middle. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Gotta be lying.
From the red zone on first. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Last two passes haven't worked out. Another one likely coming. It's third and goal. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Toss play to Barkley. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. We're to the end of one. The Seahawks with an early lead. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have second and pretty long here. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
180.
Third and long for him here. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He fields this at the 18. And you'll love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey! Tighten, let's go! Go!
Now an inside give to Walker. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
To the air, Milroe. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. Vacates quickly left side. He's got Devontae Smith. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
First down throwing for Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Just about every defensive coordinator. This Salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
On 1st down, Hurts. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Barkley trying this up the gut. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. He's got it on the bootleg. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles parlay the turnover into a lead. Dallas Goddard the touchdown. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Walker running to the right. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Headed out right. He's running with it. Big gain. Has them across the 40. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. Fix the Eagles.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. His charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Milroe. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. Ooh, got him close to the line of the game. Down to the 25, 3rd and maybe a yard.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he won't get back to the line block. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this.
19,
Milroe to throw on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 2nd quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the 1st half of play.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. On the play fake, it's Hurts. This is complete, downfield to Smith. And he has this down to the 34. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Let's get it out wide, complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Barkley. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Great. 180, 180.
Here's another 4. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. From the gun, Milroe. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Milroe from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Chased out to his right. Putting down the field, and he's got it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. This Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Milroe, first and 10. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take the lead just before halftime. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Fields this one at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. On first and 10, it's Hurts. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
73.
Looking to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10. They go play action. Here's Hurts. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Hey, 73. Hey, Silver. Great. Michael Hornet.
On second down, here's Barkley. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Offense to the line fast. On third down, it's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Blocking 18.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Get up. Cowboy 80.
Milroe now to throw. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 3 now.
Go. 70, give a wolf.
Walker now from the gun. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
19 Lions. Here we go.
Milroe with it on 1st. Brought in. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of him.
To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down.
Come on, come on. Hit. Ready.
Milroe hangs on to it. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. 2nd down coming up.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Okay, break.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Check the evil, check the evil.
Go play action here. It's Milroe. Connects on the crosser. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Let's go now.
Walker trying to run for the 1st. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, good luck sneaking a draw by this defense on 3rd down, Kate. A quicker little run may have brought them a chance to get the 1st down, but with that delay, this defense was all over it.
Myers' kick is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Barkley. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. There he goes. Right sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Pressure off left, and it's blocked! And he's brought down. It was a long shot after the block anyway, and they're unable to add anything on top of that touchdown.
All these years later, I can still hear my dad, a high school football coach, say big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. And that, my friends, was a big-time moment. And now should energize this offense to go on the field and go take that lead.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. To the air, Milroe has him on the quick hitter. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Milroe. That one's complete, right side. He's out in the clear. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
First down throw here from Milroe. Has it at the 7. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a third-quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Hurts now from the gun. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it inside the 25. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles bring it back to even. after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, and head the other way for a big run.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has it down close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. Here's Milroe to throw. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Running back sent in motion left. From the gun, Milroe. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So the holding backs him up. They'll try to get that back and then some on 2nd and goal. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Milroe from the gun. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 3rd quarter lead. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage. at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch. I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
A play fake now hurts to throw. He dropped it. He dropped the interception. That was a risky throw and a check down of all things. Nearly went the other way, but only an incompletion on second down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
This, our last play of the quarter. Third and long for him here. Forced out to his right. And it is incomplete. We hit big on the final play of our third quarter. And nothing comes from it as we hit the break. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. This kick is away, but it is short and straight up into the air. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. They've got first down from the 31. Drive begins with a Walker run. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, here's Milroe. Here's a screen now for Walker. Breaks the tackle, he's got space ahead. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Walker on first down. Oh, he lost the football. And the Birds got to it.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Let's go now.
Man in motion here. Third and short, it's Milroe. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he has enough for that first down, but look at his teammates. They know something's up. Everybody looking at that flag on the field. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on third down. Here he goes, third and long. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles have some new life in the fourth.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
Great. Hey, let's go. Trim it.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And they find them after just a yard. It's third down. Hurts to throw. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
They've got first down from the 31. Here's Walker running right. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
All right, here we go. Second down. Putting the tight end in motion. Milroe looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game in the fourth quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a 2-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
He'll throw it. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. He has it at the 33. Across the 45. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Offense in a hurry up here. Tolbert looking to throw. Finds Barkley underneath. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This is complete, Jalen Tolbert. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. We got the football caught, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. He's denied the score as they finally get him down at the 1. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, Brock, and the huge play extends this drive. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Shipley, and he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That one splits the uprights, and the Eagles tie this game up. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Let's go. Separate, Cowboys. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. This will be caught by Watkins. And that is exactly what they needed. A quick 1st down, and he freezes that clock. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Come on.
He'll look to throw it. Horton down the field, and he's got it. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st to 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Hold the ready.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down.
Gotta be lying.
On the draw, it's Walker. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. An entire stadium of pressure now on Jason Myers. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.